more times. Let's see, let's go. You tell me. What do you want to know?
What is the most toxic thing that you've ever done?
Okay, let's do this. All right, take them to court and then get a good divorce lawyer, of course. Take them for half of the retirement. Take them half of their property and then fight them for higher child support, okay? And a couple of years from now, hit you up for more child support every 3 years. Every 3 years, you go up from maybe 200 to 300 to 400 to 500, you bring it up to $2,000 per child. Per child. But I got one child right here. Kaylin right here. Her daddy paying child support for her, of course, it always is.
Last year I turned 40, and these are things that I would not do again in my 20s and 30s. I would not get married. I met my husband when I was 24, and we got married when I was 29. At the time, I thought that this was like the ideal situation. I'm at the perfect age to get married. But what I realized was in the 4 years that we were married, I grew so much as a person. I graduated from business school, started my own business. I just became such a different person that I didn't feel like he was the best fit for me anymore. And I don't think I could have realized that at 29 when I said yes. If I could do it again, I would have allowed myself to have so much more growth in my life before I made a decision on a life partner. And it's really nothing against that partner specifically, but it was more about the direction that I wanted my life to take. My interests by 35 were unrecognizable to my younger self. And I don't think it would have been fair for me to take him on this journey if I didn't think that he was the right partner for the version of me that was to come.
So two different perspectives, two different points on divorce, right? And both of them were saying it with a smile, which I found to be quite interesting and seemed to be quite liberating for both of these young ladies here, if you will. She said the most toxic thing she did was run them through the cleaners. Like, it sounded like it obviously wasn't a good divorce in this case. But you go up on child support every 3 years, you get a modification. And you do that as if it's all about punishing him by having him pay for his kids, right? Which isn't really, and when you talk about toxic, that should just be like, hey, can't we just all get along and resolve this in an amicable way instead of I'm doing this and you see my daughter, he's paying child support, he's doing this, you get him and take him for everything he's got. And you look at a lot of times when you get married, you know, that we're not expecting this to happen. We both love each other. We're both having a good time. And then one day you just become bitter enemies. Y'all can't stand each other, right? And it's just like in the beginning, oh, I would never do that to you. I would never do that. And this is what happens. And in the case of this other lady, she said that 29 years old. We don't know the backstory on this, but you do have people who outgrow each other. I know a lot of times when women outgrow men, it's celebrated, right? But when a man tends to do the same thing, he's shunned and he's basically like he's the worst human being ever, which I do believe that there's a double standard when it comes to that. In this case, she got her education. I'm assuming maybe he seemed to have been a provider or a good enough man at the age of 29, which you weren't like 18 or 19 years old. You were 29 years old and decided to marry this man. So you should have experienced life somewhat. But once you finished business, which I thought was a key thing, once she finished business school and got her degree, and felt that maybe he might have been a blue collar worker. Maybe he might have put her through business school. But once she felt that she got this degree, he's really not the type of guy. And I know there's probably more to it, but that's the way it seems like. I'm in my 30s. Why am I wasting time with this blue collar man? I have this degree. And where I see myself going at in life, I don't think he deserves to come along. So I'm out of here. And here it is. But a lot of times we see these videos about I have to free myself from the situation because of what may come. The possibility of something better coming along, and that's in true hypergamy fashion. We may get tired of people. We may say that it isn't until death do us, it's until this career does us apart. I really can't sit back and I feel like I should have more. I should have more instead of what it is that at this person at the time, they were good enough. But evolution is evolution. I just hope we look at things through the same lens. When a man does it and when a woman does it, they should both be looked at as the same for whatever their decisions are, especially if it's something that doesn't have anything to do with abuse, cheating, or anything like that. Because at the end of the day, if you're married and partners, then it's all about building together or seeing, hey, I got this degree now, let's work on this, or let's do this, or here's why I'm actually doing it. I don't know, just my thoughts. I think that a lot of times with marriage and divorces now, it's like we just grew apart and we're out of here. I don't think anybody should be in a marriage unhappy, but you can choose the action that you do, but you can't choose the consequences of your actions. So whatever it comes about after this, then you have to take responsibility for it and say, hey, I can't complain about what's going on here at this point. But again, nothing lasts forever. But if it's something that we look at as now this person is beneath me, I think that that's kind of weird. But let's get into some clips, guys. Let's go.
Our first night together in bed was the best time that I've ever had with a woman. Amena knocked it out of the park. I had a great time over and over again.
¿Qué piensas de él? Para mí normal. Nada del otro mundo, entonces. Pero creo que Mai, como que fue el momento de su vida.
Can you understand?
I need help with that one.
I know this is was a 90-day fiance and whatnot, but I think this is a lot of times what happens when you guys, I don't want to say passport bros in particular, but when you're getting with a woman, you're much older, you guys go to these impoverished countries, third world countries, or these very poor countries, and you get with a woman and she doesn't speak your language, you don't speak her language, and she's like, okay, this guy can take care of me. I think what she said is kind of like how a lot of those women feel like it may be the best time of his life. It wasn't anything like that. And you would think, but some of you guys don't care. As long as you got something pretty on your arm or someone that's there for you, you're old, someone to rub your back, cook for you and stuff, you don't care how she feels about you at the end of the day. But sometimes, hey, getting out of poverty is a completely different thing, man. Let's get on to another clip. Let's go. Good buddy did 12. Yeah, did 12 years. He's acting like it too, man. He's acting like it. It's very comedic, if I do say so myself. You see people like that, though. I don't go out, but I'm assuming when you are, you do see people that look like a fish out of water, moving like that. Listening to Pound Town, but go ahead.
They got a girl with the baby. Hey, little boy. You need a daddy? Hey!
Now you know that's his lady right there. He's just playing. He's just being funny. I don't think that was just some random situation that was going on there. What's the next one? Yeah, white folks be taking that stuff to a whole nother level. Birthday parties for cats and dogs and marriages and weddings and all this other stuff like that. They take that shit to a whole nother level, man. Meow, 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 meow. Anyway, let's guys, let me know what you guys think about these clips. Comment below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Much blessings and abundance. Stick around for the next video. It's going to pop up on the screen below. That's where I'm going to see you guys at. It's your favorite everything. This is Wisdom. I am the best. Let's run it up to 1 million. Quit playing with me. Peace.